good afternoon. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. So, I told my Med Aide students that this week we would be having a meeting in regards to the North Carolina Medication Aide curriculum, right? And I was interested to see what they told us, right? So, I stayed up to attend the meeting, and the meeting was precisely 23 minutes. Baby, when I tell you they did not leave us room to ask questions, whatever questions we have, they want us to email it to them. All right, cool, no issue. So as we went through the slides, there was 24 slides. Let me also stop right here and say to anyone who has taken a Med Aide class from me, I thoroughly appreciate you. I really do. You did not have to choose me, but you did. You trusted me to guide you on a journey you have yet to be on, while also me trying to navigate a journey. Especially those of y'all who took my first Med Aide class. I really do appreciate y'all, and I hope that y'all felt prepared going into the workforce. I hope you know that I am a resource to you if you need anything in regards to work, or if you need more information, which I believe most of y'all know that, because a few of y'all do reach back out to me and ask me questions. So now that I've given y'all flowers, I want to give myself my flowers. Out of those 24 slides, we talked about what updates they believe needed to be made. So during the summer, they send out a survey to instructors. They send it to master teachers. There are only 14 master teachers. 3 of them responded to the survey. I'm not even going to get off on that tangent. And then they also sent it to employers of Med Aides to see what challenges they were having, what things needed to be updated. And out of those 24 slides, once we got into the areas that they felt that we should be covering, I only took maybe 2 or 3 screenshots. So I am proud of me, because the thing with Med Aides, the course in North Carolina, I can only speak to North Carolina, and I'm considering reaching out to some other instructors in different states, in some of the nursing groups. But unlike CNA, Med Aides do not have a clinical component. They do not have a skills portion with their state tests. So literally, they don't get experience outside of the classroom until they go to work. And that's one thing I tell my students, like, take this serious. Take this serious, because you need to know what it is that you're doing. Like, even if you're not operating in a nurse role, you're still kind of occupying a nurse role. And that was also something that I am going to email them about, because some of the things that they are feeling like we should be covering, it is borderline nursing. They do need to have some degree of critical thinking. But again, that's borderline nursing. But the reason I said I want to give myself my flowers, literally just bought flowers. Not even think about it. Literally just bought flowers. Y'all, I'm proud of me, because out of all the content they presented to us, I feel like I do a good job of covering majority of that information. It's only 2 or 3 slides or areas that I feel like I probably can improve on, but I really do try to make it a point for students to feel at least comfortable going out to work in a Med Aide setting. Now, I do believe it should be a clinical component. I 100% believe it should be a clinical component, but the reason I'm making this video, because I want to let y'all know, August 2021 was the first Med Aide class that I taught. And if y'all know the amount of stress leading up into that class, y'all wouldn't even understand. Just that period in my life, honestly, was rough. That was a rough period in my life. But we are in 2026, and though they said they are going to send this over to, I forgot who they send that information to, what they're proposing, the changes to the curriculum, because they have not made changes to the curriculum in many years, but they send that over to the board, and they are live streaming that in March, if I'm not mistaken, the new year. And they was like, of course it will take time to make these changes. Y'all, if they indeed do start to implement a clinical component, I'm probably going to bow out gracefully. I'm telling y'all that now. And I'm not even, I don't want to say it's set in stone, but the way in which I can't even get facilities to call me back for CNA contracts for the clinical component of a CNA class, I don't want to have to deal with it with a med aid. So, I mean, it may be something that I venture back to, but honestly, 2021 from 2026 is 5 years. I'm very proud of the progress, the impact I've made, the students I've came across. I truly think I'm just probably gonna leave it where it's at. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave. And it's not that I love the fact that they should do a clinical component. I truly do believe, but you learn better hands-on, whether that's your learning style or not. Like, once you get into the rhythm of doing things, it's like, oh, okay, this is clicking. This makes sense now. That's how you connect the dots when learning new things, by doing it. But I just don't know that I want to go that route. I don't mind helping others and implementing that, but me personally, I just don't think I want to do that. And it's very on brand with actually where I am in life currently. Yeah. And the money I invested to even start this, I've made it. I've made it if 2, if not 3 times over. So I'm very proud. And again, I just want to say to all y'all who have taken my class, I would love to have one male student if this is my closing season, I would love to have one male student. I'm just like, I'm cool with everything else. Hell, like, you know, what other little mini goals I had, I'm cool. I've had sold out classes. I've had small classes. You know, that was always my one thing. I'm like, just one male student, and I'm good. And I think I'm gonna leave this for the rest of the girlies or men to teach. But I thank y'all so much.